The lineup for Group C in the 2026 World Cup reads like a roster of footballing royalty. You have the technical mastery of Brazil, the tactical resilience of Scotland, and a Morocco side coming off a historic semi-final run. This chart reflects the current betting odds and historical data. Most analysts expect Haiti to leave the group with 0 points, acting as little more than a developmental hurdle for the established giants. But the data only captures the sporting side of the equation. Behind the rankings is a squad that exists entirely outside the standard ecosystem of global football. Labeling this team a punching bag overlooks the reality of their development. The sheer effort required for these players to reach the pitch suggests a level of endurance that cannot be measured by a FIFA ranking. The physical context of the team begins here, on the island of Hispaniola. To the east, the Dominican Republic. To the west, Haiti, a territory currently functioning as a failed state. The central government has lost control of basic institutions. In this power vacuum, armed factions and gangs have become the primary authority. They now control an estimated 95% of the country, dictating the terms of daily life. For the average citizen, every day is a race for resources. Thousands crowd the border at Dajabon, desperate to sell scraps and buy essentials before the gates are locked for the night. This is the environment the national team represents. Without domestic security or a functioning football federation, the very existence of a competitive Haitian roster remains a logistical mystery. Physical resilience in Haiti is a product of extreme scarcity. In areas where food is a luxury, people have turned to bonbon de terre, cookies made from dried yellow clay, just to survive. Even their culinary staples, like the intensely spicy pickles, reflect a cultural baseline of endurance. In Haiti, the ability to withstand physical intensity is not a training choice, it is a requirement. This capacity for endurance is deepened by historical trauma. In 1937, the border became the site of the Parsley Massacre, orchestrated by the Dominican dictator Rafael Trujillo. Trujillo's soldiers used a linguistic trap to identify Haitians, executing anyone who could not roll the R in the Spanish word for parsley. Thousands were killed along the riverbank in a matter of days. For athletes born into this legacy, a game of football is stripped of its intimidation. A defensive line represents a challenge, but it carries none of the existential weight they have already navigated. They also lean into a belief system that most opponents find deeply unsettling. Voodoo and the spirits known as the Loa are not cinematic props here. They are tools of psychological focus. In 1974, that focus was tested against Italy. Their goalkeeper, Dino Zoff, hadn't conceded a single goal in nearly 20 hours of international play. When Haiti's Emmanuel Sinone finally beat him, the Haitian supporters didn't see a lucky break. They saw the direct intervention of the spirits. That tradition continues in the modern era. Fans frequently dress as Baron Samedi, the spirit of the dead, creating a stadium atmosphere designed to unnerve visiting teams before the whistle even blows. This is paired with the relentless drone of rah-rah horns. These bamboo instruments produce a sonic wall that is engineered to disrupt an opponent's communication and focus. Stepping onto the pitch against Haiti means facing more than just 11 players. It means competing against a century of weaponized spiritual tradition. Organizing these players is its own impossibility. There are no safe stadiums in Port-au-Prince, and no functional domestic league to scout for talent. The Federation relies on a boast roster, using social media and platforms like LinkedIn to track down professional players of Haitian descent living across the globe. Key players like Dukans Nazon are sourced from the diaspora. It is common for this squad to meet in person for the very first time on the flight to a qualifying match. While this fragmented process presents obvious tactical hurdles, the players are bound by a singular identity. As the world's first independent Black republic, Haiti's history provides a point of connection that survives even the most disjointed preparation. When Group C begins in 2026, the elite teams will find their polished, tactical games dragged into the mud. Haiti is not arriving as a simple source of points. They're a team defined by their refusal to be erased from the world stage. For teams like Brazil or Scotland, the stakes are sporting. For Haiti, every match is a way to prove that despite the collapse of their state, their nation still exists. Their opponents will be playing for a trophy. Haiti will be playing with the unbreakable will of a people who have survived much worse than a football match.